I would not even say that we had any kind of crisis in interstate relations. Why? Because if it had truly been a crisis in interstate relations, then our trade and economic ties would not have continued to grow. Despite everything we have seen and faced, growth continued, significant growth. So, what kind of crisis in interstate relations could this be? I would rather say that it was more of a crisis of emotions. And that is understandable. We faced a very difficult, tragic event, the death of a plane and its passengers. Therefore, it was necessary to approach it calmly. We needed time to sort it out properly. It was necessary to conduct very complex technical examinations. Indeed, this was true. We needed to locate the so-called black boxes, decode them, compare the information with all the data that the investigation received from the Ministry of Defence, verify that data, and gather everything collected from the dispatch services, our own and Kazakhstan's, and combine it all for analysis. This required intense, highly responsible, and professional work. When I was studying at the Faculty of Law at Leningrad University, I did my internship at the Transport Prosecutor's Office. I was assigned to an investigator who handled such cases. I know what this kind of work entails. It is very tedious and, at first glance, may seem boring, but it is the kind of work where no mistakes can be made. In the end, we did it. I agreed with Yuri Kamdadarievich that we would do everything possible to ensure an objective investigation, including allowing the international organization to conduct the investigation using all the materials provided by it. Now the investigation is coming to an end. In general, everything is clear. There may still be some details or nuances that experts must finalize accordingly.
В которой нельзя допускать ошибок. Но в конце концов вот мы это сделали. Мы договорились с Ильхам Дидаровичем, что мы будем делать все для того, чтобы это расследование было проведено объективно, в том числе и МАК проводил, международная организация проводила расследование, используя все материалы, которые предоставили этой организации. Сейчас следствие завершается, в целом все понятно. Есть какие-то еще, может быть, детали, тонкости, там, которые специалисты должны оформить соответствующим образом. Вот об этом мы вчера с президентом Азербайджана и говорили. Я очень надеюсь, что мы эту страницу перевернули, пойдем дальше и без всяких осложнений будем развивать наши контакты и реализовывать те большие, действительно большие планы, которые есть у обеих стран, и в логистике, и в промышленной кооперации.
We discussed this yesterday with the President of Azerbaijan. I sincerely hope that we will turn this page and move forward, developing our contacts and implementing the major plans both countries have in logistics, industrial cooperation, and, importantly, in the humanitarian sphere. I would like to remind you that Azerbaijan is practically a Russian-speaking country, and the Russian language is studied almost everywhere there. This also shows that the country is ready to develop relations with Russia, relations that have a fundamental, stable, and non-aggressive nature. I truly hope that this will continue to be the case in the future. Of course, we cannot entirely avoid emotions, but it is better to keep them in check, so that they do not interfere with our work or progress. I hope that all of this is now in the past.